So I thought I'd film a little Dahlia update, and I thought I'd give you an update on when I'm watering them, when I'm going to plant them out, and pinching out, because this one is just about ready. So I've got 3 different dahlias here to show you. So this is Night Silent. So this one is probably the one that's grown the most so far, and it is ready to be pinched out. And what that means is basically you just snip off the tips here, and I'll cut to show you, because then some side shoots grow, and it basically just means you'll get more stems and more flowers. So that's really important to do when you've got kind of 3 sets of leaves. Then this one, Burlesca, it looks like there's not much going on here, but actually it is growing. And I think one of the tricks that I like to do is actually get my hand in the soil and have a little look, being very careful to see if there's any shoots. And this one actually does have a little shoot when you look closely. So sometimes you think your dahlias aren't doing anything, but actually they are. So it's worth having a little poke around if you're not sure. This one, I don't know if you remember, I had some dahlias where some of the tubers have broken off, but one of the broken off tubers had an eye, which is where the dahlia will grow from. So I potted it up anyway, and it's growing. So that just goes to show this was a little extra one on top of the tuber that I did plant. Now, when it comes to watering my dahlias, as soon as they've started growing, I've started watering them. But I will always just check the compost first by putting my finger in and just making sure that it does feel dry, because sometimes compost can look dry on the top, but it's still actually quite moist underneath. Dahlia tubers have a tendency to rot if they get too wet, so it's just really important to check and not overwater them. Now, I'm not going to plant my dahlias out until May, which is going to be very difficult for me because you know what I'm like, I like to rush. But dahlias can be really tender, so if there's a frost or a late frost, and we still do get frost late April, even early May, you can run the risk of losing your dahlias. So I'm going to try and wait until sort of middle of May, but I'll update you on when I do plant them out. But for now, I'm just going to keep them in my greenhouse. But if we do get a frost overnight, because my greenhouse isn't heated, I have got some horticultural fleece, which I just pop over the top of them, and this just stops any frost damaging my poor little dahlias.